personally got 3 businesses, so I don't know what you're talking about. I employ young black men. I've helped thousands of black children here in South Central LA. So all this black men ain't doing nothing. Where are you kicking it at?
Because Dr. Umar listed a plethora of black men that we know, and I'm assuming he listed the ones that we know so that we can identify and all agree that these black men have done something in terms of the fight for equality in America. How do you feel about those men that he listed, Hope? Have they done anything for the black community or no?
Most definitely, I would be ignorant to say that they haven't, right? But I think that what we're failing to realize is that when we have this conversation about what black men have done, the consequences are usually because of white supremacy and the gaze of white folks on us are that the black men are then taken away and the black women have to then sustain those things. Dr. Umar, you're right. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that you said, but you're absolutely right. It's not about the idea of who's doing it better or trying to, the pissing match of the oppression Olympics amongst black people, but it's really about working together. The problem is what I find in working together is that the black man wants to lead, whether he's acquired the gumption and the knowledge to be able to do so appropriately and effectively or not. The thing about it is when you're working together, we are a team. You get to lead this portion because you're better at it. I get to lead that portion because I'm better at it. And then we come to a common ground for both of us to succeed. But a lot of the times when we're talking about these succession plans and we're making all of these advocacy movements in order to progress the black family, the black man says, listen to me or fail. Right? As if black women have nothing to contribute to that. And I think that that's where the problem is. That's where the discourse needs to happen is how do we work together so that black men understand that we are meant to work side by side and not with me following you with my head down and saying, yes, that's our master. Because that is me being subservient to you in a way that I might not want to do, especially considering if you do not have the credentials, the know-how, the wherewithal, or the lived experiences to lead me in a way that I might be better suited to do in this point of our journey. And
Dr. Umar.
Well, first of all, I do not endorse any kind of a second-class citizenship role for black women. I believe black women have as much to offer as do black men. So I'm not sure who the queen is referring to because I am not a misogynist and I do not support that type of narrative that said the black woman's position is only to have children and to prepare food.
Which is something that I think is a fundamental issue within our community is the fact that we are so willing and ready to walk away from each other than to figure this out. But what really burdens your grits and what really makes you upset, Dr. Umar, is that you sat there on that live, that panel for an hour and a half with commercial breaks and all of that, and your little jumping. And every time I opened my intelligent mouth, your little got a little harder. And you were just so enthralled with this black queen that was spitting this knowledge, and even if you didn't agree with everything that I was saying, down for it. Because when it comes down to the women that you claim that you like on that panel, I was her. It's giving skin. It was giving fresh face. It was giving no. It was giving, I'm not giving it to everybody. It was giving African kente cloth. It was giving all of the things, and set it up that way for a reason. I didn't go in and put on lashes or overdo my makeup. I barely brushed my because I didn't want people to turn around and say, you can only fool us if you have all of that going on. You can only trick us if you have all of that going on. You can only be a woman if you have all.
Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. I'm simply saying I had a right to know. That's all. Know that I'm on a panel with a surgically altered black man. Because if I would have knew that I was on a panel with a surgically altered black man, if I would have knew that I was on a panel with a surgically altered black man, my conversation might have been different. My analysis might have been different. My critique might have been different. My insight might have been different. You want to bring a surgically altered male to the conversation? No worries, because intellectually, nobody can handle me. Intellectually, nobody can handle me. So if you want to bring a surgically altered male, no disrespect, but don't you think you have a right to tell me? Do your guests have a right to be informed? What, you know? That's all I'm saying. Don't have me thinking I'm talking to a woman. Don't have me thinking I'm talking to a woman. Don't have me think I'm talking to a woman and I'm having a conversation with a surgically altered male. That's all. No disrespect. Just let me know. Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. Hope Giselle, I ain't got nothing against you, bruh. I'm simply saying I had a right to know. That's all. I'm not going to disrespect you. I have no interest in disrespecting you. I'm just saying I had a right to know that you were a surgically altered male. That's all. And as far as Cynthia, I'm not even going to speak on her. I'm not even going to. All I'm going to say is this. I hope my sister gets some deep spiritual therapy because she was hurt by a black man in her life. I hope my sister gets some deep spiritual therapy because she was hurt by somebody, and a black man hurt Sister Cynthia real bad. And I love my sister. I love my sister, Cynthia. Cynthia, I'm not going to say nothing against you. Yes, you were mean and nasty, condescending and rude. You hate black men, but I love you anyway because you are still a beautiful African queen. Do you hear me, Cynthia G? You know what the G stand for? The G stand for go get some psychotherapy. Cynthia G. The G stands for go get some psychotherapy. I love my sister, Cynthia. I love my sister, Cynthia. I ain't gonna say nothing to disrespect that beautiful African woman. But as a therapist, as a doctor of clinical psychology, I'm referring Cynthia G to the Association of Black Psychologists for some post-traumatic relationship dysfunction disorder. I said post-traumatic relationship dysfunction disorder. I said post-traumatic relationship dysfunction disorder. Post-traumatic romance disorder. She just need some therapy to process the trauma. She just needs somebody to help her process the trauma. But that's my sister, and I love her. I'm not going to disrespect. I'm not going to disrespect. Sister Kai, you said you can be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock, I'm sorry, right, 10 o'clock. So brothers and sisters, Tammy Mack set me up. Tammy Mack, I love Tammy, that's still my sister. I love Cynthia. I'm just out here trying to get the school done. HVAC is in order. We about to shock the world. We are about to shock the world. We are about to shock the world. We are about to shock. Listen to me. If you are 15 to 25 years old, I need you to listen. If you are 15